started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between these road warriors and the home team. Leading the visiting sideline, as always, their head coach. His guys a confident 4-2, a third of the way into this season. And on the home sideline, here is their head coach. His guys with a crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Ewan with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And here we go, 4 quarters of football headed your way. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A 400-plus-yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Throwing now off the play action. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up second down. They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He'll come up on 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
A gain of 13 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now it's Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Cuts right. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, it's going to run right through you.
And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
8 yards on the pickup.
Second down carry for Jones. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
Intended for number
No
87.
luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 4th and short. They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The visitors and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives him a first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
A gain of 16 yards. Results in a first down.
They give it to him again. He hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Now the grass wasn't greener on the outside, Brock. He's tracked down out there. That loses yards. 4th down coming up.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And some solid blocking there, brings him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to the well again. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Line up the design keeper. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Taylor. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the 42. Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Taylor. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. He's got it near the 8. And in he goes for the touchdown. These guys will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll throw it. Caught by his back. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's good. We're on first down.
We've set it downs from 37.
At the 37-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They've got a first to begin the fray. Keeps it on the option here. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Handoff now from the gun.
One receiver, the ball carrier.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
All in left side. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Strong running inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They are throwing it again. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throw-away.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. It's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
This time it's a passing play. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The home team send this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's in for the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys take a 4-point lead.
Team 14, visitors 10.
put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
They'll run here on first down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw now. Complete over the middle. We won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25.
First and 10 at the 25.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they take this in for the score. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Only went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Taylor to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. We'll have the first down and even more. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives him the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Taylor. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Taylor now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He stays up, and this one does not go far. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up third.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. To the air, Taylor. Hits him on the in route. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Brought in. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, they need 7.
10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Taylor. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
3rd down from the gun. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These 2 teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Throwing, Taylor. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Visitors, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion right. This is Walker on 2nd. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds the in route complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a first down. An 8-yard pickup results in a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
At the 9-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to throw it again. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This just 21 yards down the pipe. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. On 1st down, they'll run. They call this a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Another carry for him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to bring up 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 46-yard line.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's got it on the bootleg. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
18. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Running for the marker on 2nd. He's going to have this one down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All set now. First and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And these guys drive their lead to 11. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. Shoots away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Visitors back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Into traffic. Complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Walker running to the right. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
It's a gain of 10. Result is
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
2nd and 5.
Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time.
They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They go play action on first down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He'll put everything he's got behind it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And that is a touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Whether that middle field open or close, or that single high or two high, is that post going to be available because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys lead by 15 now. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Visitors, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Turner motioning right. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he goes out and just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete to Walker on the check down. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. They'll run for this. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
That count runs their offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down.
They're going to try to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Now here he goes on the boot. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. His first kick was good, and his second look from 35 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Complete over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. And a first down.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Finds a man right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that piece away as he goes down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to do... They are hitting, the ball is loose. Scooped up by the defense. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
Oh, man, these sneak plays are pretty chaotic in the middle. Everybody piling in, trying to dive in opposite directions. Either by chance or just well-placed aim, somebody knocked that ball free in the pile, and it was half luck they fell on top of it.
This offense making its way back out now. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Setting up to throw. He brings it in. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Looking quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Short of the goal line.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys make it an 11-point ball game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now we're on the counter. And he's down to almost, oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here on 1st down, going to wind up losing yards on this play. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Offense to the line, 2nd down. To the air, Taylor. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Now outruns their offense to take over. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay 1 play ahead of their defensive foes.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Turner coming in motion left. Looking in the air here. Throw left side, complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now to throw. He's making a bid for it. And they bring him down around the 34. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
An 8-yard pickup. Result is a 1st down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Took off with it again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes the second down snap. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. 1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. He's gonna throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys now within one score in the 4th. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The offense will line up.
Here's a design run. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt failed. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Drawing up the design keeper. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.